Hello everybody, my name is Ethan. Welcome back to the Go Battle League, where today we're going to be jumping into the Great League featuring a team of TOXAPEX, Sableye, and Umbreon. It's awesome because it is a shiny. Now before the video really gets rolling here, I want to take a moment and thank you guys so much for the support on the last video. It did very, very well, and I even got 28 more subscribers since that video aired, going from about 150 subscribers to about 178. So the support has really been awesome to see, the growth and everything like that. So if you do want to support this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment down below your favorite thing about this channel, and if you're excited to be a part of it. Thank you guys. Again, we'll get into this video now. First things first, I want to make a note that I am running the last resort variant of Umbreon, and that's for a couple of reasons. I want to be able to hit dark types in this matchup for a neutral damage. Obviously, if you're running Psychic, that is double resisted, where it's Foul Play single resisted, so resisted across the board. Last Resort's going to be able to give me a nice neutral option there, as well as for the other matchups like Fairy types, you want to have something that does a little bit more damage like that. So this team is really good. It was actually recommended by a subscriber that commented down below. So if you want the chance to have me run a team that you think is awesome, please comment down below. I will get to it. I'm gonna flash the person who put the comment down on the screen right now so you can see it. I'll edit that in later. Oh my God, did you see that damage from that Sludge Wave onto the Trevenant? Guys, this Pokemon is insane. I can't speak enough highly about this Pokemon. Hopping into the next match, we are going to be going against a Raichu. Obviously a hard counter here. They're going to be able to hit us for super effective damage, but we are going to be able to catch a move here onto Sableye. Now my Sableye is not the best. It's actually a 98%, so it has no chance to be XL. It is best buddied though, so that is kind of funny. They are going to be swapping in an Azumarill here. Azumarill obviously has access to Ice Beam. We're able to get off the return here, which is just awesome to see. That's going to chunk the Azumarill there, and we are going to be able, sorry about the notifications there guys, but we're going to be able to go and farm down completely this Azumarill. We are going to be able to get to 100% energy on our TOXAPEX. The Raichu comes back in, and here's the greatest thing about Sludge Wave. You're able to pressure some shields. That's going to be doing a lot of neutral damage. And we are going to end up shielding this Thunder Punch here, but we're going to be able to go for a back-to-back Sludge Wave. So a lot of Azumarill. You'll see always a lot of Azumarill, so you'll have the chance to farm up using TOXAPEX. Going to be swapping in the Umbreon here. And if you think about it, in this matchup, we were hard walled at every position, right? So in the lead, we had a Raichu, which does very, very well against TOXAPEX. On the switch, we had an Azumarill, which does very, very well against Sableye. And on the end here, we have an Umbreon going up against a bug type. Not necessarily a bad matchup, but it is in the favor of the Beedrill. But we are, because of our previous actions up in this matchup, we are going to be able to shield this Brick Break here, and we're going to be able to go for another Foul Play against it. The reason Umbreon is so good in the Great League is not necessarily its tankiness, because it's not as tanky as it is in the Ultra League, but it's because of its spamminess with the Snarl and Foul Play combo, where that does a ton of neutral damage to a lot of the meta. Hopping into the next one, we're going to get the Dream lead here. TOXAPEX into Azumarill. They're going to be swapping out into Trevenant. We have a great answer in the Umbreon against Trevenant. Obviously, they are going to be hitting for resisted with the Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball, so Seed Bomb is going to be the choice for this Trevenant, and they are going to have to shield here. Otherwise, we would have been able to completely farm them down then with Snarl. One Foul Play here is going to be able to KO. They're going to throw another Seed Bomb. Again, not really pressured by this. We are going to be able to use another Foul Play. They're going to swap back in their Azumarill here. I am going to go for the Last Resort. Obviously, this is why you want to have it. Last Resort's going to do a nice little chunk of damage here against the Fairy type. Now, they're going to opt to throw against our Umbreon, and that is completely fine. They're going to Ice Beam and take us out, but we have a really great answer now in the TOXAPEX matchup. And I do throw here trying to just get rid of the Azumarill and save a little bit of health. They're going to opt to Hydro Pump. Did you see how much damage that did? That did no damage, guys. I'm going to opt to go for a nice throw instead of an excellent on the Sludge Wave and get one extra poison jab of energy. They are going to swap in a Bastion on here, guys, which could be a little bit tricky. We are able to hit for super effective against the Bastion on with the Brine, but it's not the best move in general. It's not like we're hitting it with a Hydro Pump or something like that. It is just a Brine. So we're going to end up swapping out here because the poison jabs are actually 3 times resisted, double resisted by the steel, single resisted by the rock typing, so triple resisted altogether. We're going to swap out into Sableye here. Sableye is going to have a much better matchup, a little bit more spammy. Everything's hitting for at least neutral against the Bastion. We're going to be able to take it out and win that game. Hopping into the next one here, guys, against Sestin Hajedi. Very awesome name. They're going to be running a Seaking, which is a very spicy pick. I really like Seaking in the Great League. Obviously has 3 legacy moves. The first one being Poison Jab, as well as Drill Run and Icy Wind on the charge move. They're going to swap in a Shadow Swampert, which is definitely a tricky mon. They do over farm a bit, and we're able to CMP tie win with the Sableye and Foul Play. They're going to be throwing a move here. I am going to be shielding the first Hydro Cannon because I know I'm going to have to eat another one. So it's 1-to-1 shields right now, so I'm perfectly fine letting this move come through. It is going to put me into the red, but I am going to be able to Shadow Claw down here and win the secondary. Now they're going to be swapping back in the Seaking. I'm going to go for the Foul Play, and they are going to shield it as farm us down. We're going to be swapping back in the TOXAPEX and trying to catch a Drill Run here. Now this is where this match starts to get a little bit tricky because I'm going to end up getting double debuffed by 2 Icy Winds in a row. This is going to really hurt me because I'm going to end up going against a Diggersby here, which is of course one of the tankiest mons in the Great League. I ran it in last episode, or the last video, not episode, and it was very, very successful. Mine isn't even that much XL. This one is definitely a little bit more XL than even mine was when we did the video. I'm gonna just try and farm up as much as I can here and then dip with the energy that I do have, swap into the TOXAPEX here. Do you think this Earthquake's gonna take me out, guys? It doesn't even do 60% damage, guys. I was already down on a lot of health. We're gonna end up being able to hit it with the Brine. This match is really gonna come down to the wire here. Even though they are doing very, very well, they're going to throw the Fire Punch and then look to farm down with this Seaking. I'm going to be able to hit a Brine here, but this isn't going to do nearly enough damage to kill the Seaking. And here is where it's going to be quite tricky. I really should have thrown right away there, taken it out, but instead they get the Drill Run through, which does a ton of damage to my Umbreon. And it's all up to this one Foul Play. Will this one Foul Play KO? It does not. A sliver of health, 1 turn, guys, is all it was. That just shows you the power of this team, even against a hard counter in the back with a Diggersby up against our TOXAPEX. We are 1 turn away from flipping the entire game. So that's pretty crazy. And, hopping into the last match here. We're going to be going against a Lanturn. We swapped in our Sableye and actually got out a Lanturn. Now they led Hypno, so they have 2 hard counters to our TOXAPEX here in the form of Hypno and Lanturn. They're going to be ending up shielding that one, and so I am going to shield in return. Even though they do outpace me, I am at about the same energy here, so we are going to CMP tie again, so they're going to end up having to shield once more if they want to win this. They do not decide to win this one, and they're going to swap in a Trevenant. Now you could say that this is another hard counter, but actually TOXAPEX does really, really well in this matchup. 1 Sludge Wave will KO a Trevenant, which is really, really good, and it can tank a Shadow Ball very, very nicely. Now, at this point in the match, they are bringing in their Shadow Hypno against our Umbreon, which has a really, really good matchup against Shadow Hypno. We're going to be able to throw this Foul Play here, which does a decent chunk of damage, and then we're going to be able to Snarl down, which is quite huge. Usually you're not able to do that in many matchups, and we're going to leave with a loaded Foul Play for this Hypno. 1 Foul Play will KO the Hypno here. as well as 1 Sludge Wave. But that's gonna be it, guys. That is it for the video. If you did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below which battle was your favorite. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.